Hello, my name is Joshua Dillon.
I'm Inzingah McCarthy.
And we're from the KiDz Media Network, and we're here with
Allen, the Managing Director of the RJR Communications Group.
Mr. Allen, what other measures are you taking to provide content for children for our age group on the radio?
Well, actually, we have discussed in our strategic plan for this year that one of the areas that is short in terms of our fulfilling of our mandate is actually children's programming and children's content. And while there has been quite a bit of progress made on TV with introducing additional animation and programs, we are looking at how it is that we can have age groups on radio represent the demographics in the society. So we are going to be infusing more children's programs. What Jerry did was just one initiative, but we will actually also have programs involved here that children will host, and some that we will have children come in to perform, and we're looking to see how we can replicate more of what they do in things like the festival competition and so on a yearly basis.
Oh, wonderful. Is there any way we could probably have some names of some of those programs that are going to be during the year?
Well, I wouldn't do the naming at this stage. In fact, how the structure works is that while I manage the group, there's a general manager for radio and a general manager for TV, and they are executive producers for each of the radio stations. So they are the ones who actually get into that part of it. So I wouldn't be able to give you program names and so on. That's their baby.
So, Mr. Allen, what is your take on Picnic Palav?
Well, I found it interesting. I had the opportunity of listening a few afternoons when I was traveling with my children. In fact, I found it quite interactive. Some of the questions that were asked, some of the interviews that you did, some of the sharing that went on was very interesting. In fact, it stimulated discussion with me and my children about some of the things you were talking about. So I find that it's interactive in that way, and it helps to build discussion even between parents and children.
What future do you see for programs like this, though?
I think that we're only going to see it grow, and I think the impact that it has had in terms of the reaction from members of the public and from different segments of the society, it will only encourage not just us but even our competitors to look at the fact that they have to look for programs in the same kind of area as well.
So, Mr. Allen, I know that you are part of the RJR's communications group. I would like for you to give me some advice that you would like to give to children who would like to get involved into the media business.
Okay, well, if you're going to be in media, one of the primary things to do is to ensure that you are aware. Being aware of what is happening around you is something that is crucial for being in media. We're about communication, and we are talking about communicating with people right across the board. The only way that you can be ready to do that is if you are, in fact, paying attention to what is happening around you. Being able to express yourself, building self-confidence in those kinds of ways is also important. So you have to pay attention to your grammatical skills. You have to make sure that you're training in terms of communication skills and actually delivering what you want to say in an inoffensive but forthright way is something that you pay attention to. So your language arts, your writing of what you do, whether it's short stories, whether it is pieces for the internet, whether it is stuff that you do about experiences that you have had, it's always important to ensure that you practice your writing, practice your speaking, and read widely to be aware. Those are key components of what you do. And make sure that you are technologically savvy, because media is all about different technologies today.
Thank you, Mr. Allen, for entertaining our interview. Once again, I am Joshua Dillon.
I'm Inzingah McCarthy.
For the KiDz Media Network.